So I chose to demonstrate the strategy found in chapter 30 of our text titled Graphic Organizers Visually Representing Ideas, Text, and Connections. The first step in this strategy is to identify a text that can be supported with a graphic organizer, and the graphic organizer can also serve the purpose of meeting your teaching objectives. In this case, I chose the book Frog and Toad All Year Long, and my objective is for students to compare and contrast the two main characters in the story. The next step is to explain the graphic organizer and its purpose to the students and model how the organizer works. The teacher should construct an example talking through the construction as it is built. So in this case, I would let students know that today we will be making a Venn diagram. And I will explain that a Venn diagram is used to compare and contrast things. I will tell them that to compare things is to show how they are the same, and to contrast is to show how they are different. So I will show them what a Venn diagram looks like, and I will tell them that the things that are different are going to be put on the outside because they're different, and the things that they have in common or the same will be put in the middle of the two circles. So I will explain that because we're going to be comparing and contrasting the two main characters in the story, and the two main characters are Frog and Toad, that's the name of what we're going to put on each side of the circle. So we will put Frog over here and Toad over here. And again, I will remind them that the things that are different about each other are going to be listed on the outside of the circles, and the things that they have in common or the same are going to be put in the middle. So then I will begin to read the story to them, and I will tell them that as I'm reading, I want them to think about some of the things that Frog and Toad have in common and some of the things that are different about them. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm only going to read a couple of pages, but I would begin to read. Frog knocked at Toad's door. "Toad, wake up!" he cried. "Come out and see how wonderful the winter is." "I will not," said Toad. "I am in my warm bed." "Winter is beautiful," said Frog. "Come out and have fun." "Blah," said Toad. "I do not have any winter clothes." So, after reading the entire book, the first step is to involve students in the construction of the organizer. You should ask them leading questions so that they are able to place the components in the proper place on the graphic. So my first question could be, who could tell me one thing that Frog liked that Toad did not? And one thing I could do is show, especially for my ELLs, the picture of Frog, and I can show how happy and smiling he is about winter, and then show how grumpy Toad looks. And then I will ask them, who can tell me what is one thing that Frog liked that Toad did not? And hopefully students should be able to say that Frog likes winter, but Toad does not like winter. And we will continue to fill in the Venn diagram together. Next, I would discuss with the students the connections shown on the graphic, making sure to use the vocabulary words that are found in the text. So for instance, I would say, okay, boys and girls, so as we see here, Frog likes winter, but Toad does not. And we would continue to discuss this, everything that's on the organizer. Finally, the last step in this strategy is to be sure to provide additional practice for students to be able to use graphic organizers. So, for example, a future assignment could be, I could have students reading their own book that's at their independent reading level, and then have them compare and contrast two characters or things in that story, filling out another graphic organizer of their own. Thank you.